hackers have reportedly released the personal data of more than 5 million Qantas customers onto the dark web after a ransom deadline passed yesterday afternoon.
David Tuffley is a senior lecturer in cybersecurity and applied ethics at Griffith University, and he joins us now live. David, morning to you. This was a big hack, 40 companies worldwide. What is it that they have and has now potentially been released onto the dark web?
Yes, the data that's been released is what Qantas's call centre in the Philippines had, and this would be things like frequent flyer number, address, email, phone, the sorts of things that they would have, but not passport numbers or any credit card details, anything like that. So it's of the same magnitude as the Optus breach was a few years ago, but it doesn't involve the same very sensitive data.
What use is it to people who have shady motives, who want to use it?
Yes, well, that information can be used to put together pretty convincing social engineering attacks, which is a fancy way really of saying getting unsolicited phone calls that sound very convincing, that creates a sense of urgency for you to do something, which ends up giving the cyber crooks access to accounts. So be on the lookout for that, monitor your accounts closely, and just be very, very careful about people contacting you out of the blue, people you don't know.
David, what do you know about scattered lapsus hunters?
They are a recent evolution in the whole cybercrime area. It's actually a group of individual hacker groups who have now affiliated with each other for the purpose of leveraging their individual strengths. Say one of them is particularly good at social engineering attacks, and they're the ones that do the approach, and they're very convincing, and they're using AI to simulate voices and things like this. So it's kind of like a super group that has evolved, and they've changed their tactics a little bit. They are now going after, well, Salesforce, their software is used in 100 or more companies around the world, and if they can hack into Salesforce, they then have access to the customer accounts of all of their customers. And that's people like Disney and Toyota and McDonald's, not just Qantas and other airlines. So it's a very attractive target for hackers like this. So instead of trying to get in directly to Qantas, it's easier for them and more efficient if they come in via a supplier to Qantas.
Wow, incredible. And what they want is money. They demanded a ransom. It wasn't paid. What is the current status of companies who have these ransom demands? Are they generally not paid these days?
Yeah, it's absolutely the case that paying ransoms is very much discouraged. It just supports a criminal business model, and really, there's no guarantee that you're going to get your data back, because why get paid once when you can be paid many times? The data still goes up for sale on the dark web, and in this instance, the deadline passed, and as they promised, they did put up the data on the dark web, and so it is now out there for any other ne'er-do-wells to make use of.